Hi guys, welcome to Gemma B Makes. This is episode 7 of a crafting podcast where I talk about all the things that I've been doing over the past couple of weeks. The past 2 weeks since I podcast last, and all I have been doing is knitting. I haven't done any crochet or any sewing. I have done a little bit of spinning, but there's nothing to show because it's all on the wheel that I use at the group that I go to, so nothing to actually show. I do have a finished object to show, so I have been test knitting the Gable Cap by Tabitha Candy, and I finished it. So here we are. Here is the Gable Cap by Tabby of the Hey Sister podcast. If you haven't watched the Hey Sisters, it is Tabby and Rachel, the two sisters living in America, and they have their own yarn dyeing company, and Tabby has been doing different designs, and this is her hat. So far she's done a couple of pairs of socks, and this is her hat, and I absolutely love it. It's got a really big chunky cable, these crazy little bobbles, and let's have a look. It is a little bit big on me. It was alright the other day, and then I wore it in the rain and it got a bit stretched out, but I kind of like it now. So it is a little bit baggy and it's a little bit slouchy, so I think I'm going to pop a pom-pom on the top. I think it needs a pom, really big fluffy one. I'm not quite sure where to buy them. I want to go squidge them before I order anything online. But yeah, that is, I'm so happy with it. So I knit everything, so it's a test knit. So Tabby's designed the pattern, and then she sends it out to testers to make sure that everything's written out properly and that it, that the pattern works, which it does. Look how cool it is. I had a few new little techniques I'd never done before. So it calls for a tubular cast on. Tubular cast on that I've never done before. I don't know if you can. Now the video that it's linked to on the pattern. So there's a link on the pattern that sends you to a YouTube tutorial of how to do the tubular cast on. But it's a cast on to a 1x1 rib, and this is a 2x2 rib. So it does look, I think I probably should have done it to a 2x2 rib, do you get what I mean? So you can see here that it's supposed to rib, but it still looks really cool and it's really stretchy. Yeah, so that was something I'd never tried before, the different cast on. It did take me a couple of times to do it. I've got probably about 3 or 4 times before I actually got it. I'm like, yay, I finally did it. I'd never done the bobbles before. They're done over like 3 rows. I did have these little holes here, and now that wasn't the pattern's fault, that was my fault, because there was like an increase, and it really specifically says how to do it, and I didn't. And yeah, so I'm an idiot. So there's these little holes here that wouldn't normally be here, but on mine there are. But everything else looks so nice. I'm so impressed with it. I'm so happy with it. Anyway, I used a needle size smaller than it calls for, and I still think it's a little bit big. I used the same needle size that it called for the ribbon, and I definitely should have gone down a size. These were going to be, Christmas gifts. It was going to be a Christmas gift, and now I don't think I can because it's like really baggy, unless anybody's got a giant head. Sam, have you got a giant head? If not, everybody's just getting another one, and I'll knit it to size. I hope you like it. This is what you're getting for Christmas. Yeah, so I love it. I knit it in a Sublime yarn. So can you see that there? A Sublime baby cashmere merino silk. So it is 75% extra fine merino, 20% silk and 5% cashmere, and it feels it as well. It's really, really nice. It's a commercially dyed yarn, but yeah, super squishy, super lovely. I feel like I've finally knit something really pretty. I'm happy with it. So the girls at the Hey Sister Yarn have been dyeing kits for sweaters by Caitlin Hunter. So I think you could get a Tecumseh kit and you could get a Zweig. So I ordered a Zweig kit and it came, and I already got way too excited and cast on my Zweig. So I keep saying Zweig, like you all know what I'm talking about. So this is the jumper that I really want to make. And I ordered the yarn from Tabby and Rachel. And I got the Pulse and Gilded colourways. So here the girls, here the Hey Sister Yarn Co. They're so good, these girls. So this is the main colour that I'm going to be doing, which is Pulse. And this speckly one is the Gilded. And that's for the colour work. So I'll show you what I've done so far. So these are on the Fantastic base, which is 80% superwash merino, 10% nylon and 10% cashmere. So it feels so nice. And this is my progress so far. So I already went crazy and cast on. I wanted to show all the yarn in the skeins when they're looking really pretty, but as soon as I got it, I wound it up and that's it, we're off. I'd finished the hat. So this is my sweater so far. No, not right. Oh, I think James has just woken up. Oh, sorry guys, one sec, I'll come back and show you. Okay, should we show this together, James, without getting you? So I cast on the ribbon and did the short rows at the back, and I've just started the colour work and the lace work. It's going really, really well. I'm so happy with it. It feels really soft. The yarn is just lovely to work with. Again, I got gauge on a 4mm needle, so I'm using the same needles, the same Knit Pro Symphonies. The lace work is going really, really well. Not really messed up because you put the little stitch markers every 12 stitches. It's quite hard to mess it up, really. The little stitch markers are just the rings that my mum got from Loop in London. And I've got a little beginning of the round one somewhere. That's a little owl. Where's that one? Of course it's fallen off because I'm at the beginning of the round. Anyway. So yes, I'm really, really happy with this so far. It's gone really, really fast. As you can see, I've still got a lot to do. So at the minute, I'm at the very top. I've just done the little colour work at the top and I've just started the lace. So you've got quite a big lace section. And then another colour work, split for the sleeves, I think. Yep. And then there's a textured body to it. You can't see on this picture because it's dark, but it's got like a little cross texture all the way down the body of the jumper. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do the texture. I might just do it straight stockinette, but I don't know, I'll see how I feel when I get to that. But yes, that's what we've been doing this week, isn't it? We've been holding and cuddling and cleaning vomit and snot and gross bodily fluids and knitting and watching The Good Wife, because that's how we roll in this house. And I've got to say, guys, that's all I've been doing. I really haven't been doing much else. I don't know what else I can tell. Oh, because I ordered the yarn from the girls in America. They do a sock club as well, which I'd love to take part in every month, but I really can't because the postage from America is really expensive. Yes, it is. Oh, and when my package arrived, I didn't get the package. I got a little note through the door to say it's been slapped with a customs charge of 28 quid. So it was the most expensive yarn I've ever purchased, simply because the postage, yes, sorry, just staring at James. Yeah, the postage has just been ridiculous on it. But it is luxury and it is beautiful. So because I was already paying it, I got the September Sock Club. And it's a mystery, you don't know what you're buying, and you can choose between a neutral colour and a bright colour, I think. A neutral or a colour, and I picked the neutral Yes, I did. So I got this. How nice is this? It's a really thing. So it's called Mood Ring, and it is the perfect colour of a mood ring. I don't know if it's showing. It is, yeah, it's kind of true to colour there. Sorry, James, block you off. Yeah. I remember I loved having mood rings as a kid. I had a mood ring and I had a necklace. And I had one of those necklaces, you know, that's in 2 parts, and you give one to your best friend. And that was always, yeah, so that was this colour. I think it really does perfect. So I think I'm going to have to, it might have to be hat or socks. No, I need, So this isn't on the Fantastic, this is on the Alonzi base, which is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. Alonzi! Love a bit of Doctor Who. Anyway, it's on soon, isn't it? Ah, yes, Doctor Who is back, and she is female, and she's gonna rock, and she wears the most awesome outfits. I'm really looking forward to the clothes that she's wearing, actually, and how they style her. So we'll see how that goes. Sorry, turn all geek for you there. Okie dokes, that is all I've got to say. I'm gonna go make James some milk, some bottle. He has started weaning. That's always fun, isn't it? So this morning he had a face full of, what did we have? Baby rice. Didn't like baby rice. In fact, we're not really liking much food while he's been poorly. Oh, a bit of banana. We like nana. It's exciting. It's exciting. What else have we been doing? It is conker season here. So our street that we live on has 2 of the biggest conker trees right at the very top, and Edward thinks they are his, only his. He has got literally a big giant carrier bag full of conkers. What we're going to do with those conkers, we have no idea. It has made me fall in love with the colour though. He collected a load of conkers the other day, and we went round to the neighbour's house and we painted them. Something to do. Painting in the rain. Yep. Conker collecting. You're supposed to drill holes in and play games with them, but the schools have banned them for whatever reason. Flying shrapnel and they have to wear goggles and stuff is a bit ridiculous. And health and safety mad, James. Mummy's going a little bit mad. Yeah, so we'd picked all these conkers and put them all in the bag. In fact, no, I'm not going to show you. You know what colour a conker is. They just look really, really nice. Really want to have some yarn that colour. I think it'd look really nice as a big chunky hat in that kind of warm brown autumnal kind of colours. And in a couple of weeks it is Yarndale. I know that I've already mentioned this before. So it's Yarndale. I got tickets for my birthday and I got a workshop for brioche knitting and lots of pennies I can go spend it on. And I was talking to one of the girls at the spinning group the other day, and they're going to be doing a dyeing workshop just at the house. She likes to dye with the acid dyes. I've been having a look into doing some natural dyeing, so I've been currently like saving my onion skins and avocado peels and things like that. So that it's on the back burner. I'd like to try and do it. So hopefully at Yarndale, I'm going with my friend Julie from the spinners group, and she's going to show me what I need to buy. I'm going to buy some bare yarn and I'm going to do a little bit of dyeing, so that's exciting. And I like I said, I really like this conker colour, so I've got something in mind anyway. So that's another thing that I did. I joined the guild. Don't laugh at me. So yes, so every third Saturday of the month is the meeting of the Spinners, Weavers and Dyers Guild in Bradford. So the girls that go to the spinning on a Wednesday, at least half of them are a member of this Bradford Guild. So I thought I'd go along and have a see. Yeah. So when I went on Saturday, there was a workshop taking place by Katie Weston. So this is the book that she's written, and it was a spinning workshop. Oh, do you like this one? Oh, you can have the book. Good idea. So this is the book that she wrote, and it literally is so good. it's all about spinning hand-dyed fibre. So I want to show you. So let's have a little look. There's lots of different techniques. It's all about, I'm not going to be able to show you. Anyway, Katie Weston of, I think it's Hilltop Yarns. I think Hilltop. Anyway, I'll put it here somewhere. So she was doing a workshop, and she was literally showing people how to spin doing all these different techniques. So it's my first time there, so I sat down for a little while, but obviously I don't have a wheel, so I couldn't take part in the workshop, and it was full. There were people, there's 2 rooms to it, so you can go into the other room and take your spinning in there, or knitting or whatever. Obviously I had the hat with me, so I knit the hat. And just chatted to all the girls, and it was really, really nice. But because it's a guild, you can do I found out you can do like all sorts of like qualifications and things like that in spinning and weaving and dyeing. I need to have a little bit more a look into it, but I thought that was really exciting. Well, you know, exciting, it's something to do, isn't it? I get to learn all these new things, which is what I want, because I'm a giant sponge and just want to soak up all the information. Yes I do. So yeah, so that's every 3rd Saturday I can get to go along, and I don't know what's going on next week. I don't think there's a workshop. I should have taken a program really, because it's, you know, there's something every month. I think it's something called Skillshare. So people are coming in with their skills, and there's the Skillshare, little show and tell, or I'm assuming. I don't know. I really don't know. We will find out next month. So I'm really excited about that. It costs like £11 for the year, and I think £2 when you go. It's tea and coffee, biscuits, a good chat, and knitting for 4 hours. Awesome. And then I was talking to one of the ladies, Hazel, and she said that they have a wheel that they can rent out. So instead of buying one, I can rent the guild's wheel for, I think, I'm sure she said something like £5 a month. How cool is that? So I'll be able to like bring the wheel home and have a wheel and just rent it for a couple of months and see if I like it, and then maybe Santa might, you know, if I'm a good girl, maybe. So thanks for hanging out with us today. I hope you can join us next time. I'm going to try and podcast a little bit more often, just so they are smaller and shorter, because that last week's, was it 55, like nearly an hour long? Too long. Nobody wants to listen to me babble on for that long. So we'll try and keep it short from now on. Thanks very much for joining me, guys, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Will I go to Yarndale before I see you? Ooh, if I've got, okay, so I'll try and get a little bit of footage of Yarndale, and maybe we can do more of a vlog type. I don't think I can talk to a camera in public. I don't think that's going to happen. I might show you some pretty pictures of Yarndale. I'll interview some people with me behind the camera. That's a good idea. I've been talking to Mel Brown of Mel Brown Podcast. She is just in Harrogate, which is up the road, and she teaches crochet and does some lessons and things at Yarn Etc., where I went to go meet Annika of Northshire Yarns, where I got all the lovely yarn. So there's a nice little link in there. I've been watching all of her podcasts. She's really down to earth. I really like the stuff that she makes. She did, I think the one thing that's really, really stuck with me is, I can't remember, it's like a shawl with loads of bees all over it. I can't remember the name of it, but it's crocheted, and I didn't think you could find something that was that cool crocheted. It looks really, really good. So I'm going to have a go at that. So I'm sorry, that was a tangent, wasn't it? So I'm going to be meeting Mel, hopefully, doing a little meet-up at Yarndale. So if anybody else wants to join us, I think it's probably going to be on the Sunday, because Mel's going on the Sunday. I'm hopefully doing that brioche class on the Sunday morning. So I think it's probably going to be on the Sunday afternoon. So if anybody wants to join us on Sunday afternoon at Yarndale, we will be there. Hey! Yes, I'm going to get off. I'm going to go give him his milk. So I'll see you all next time. Give us a like and thumbs up and do all that subscribey stuff. And I'll, yeah, see you later. Catch you next time. Bye. Today I have held a baby. You've been sad for about 5 days now. It's just full of cold. Little bit of a belly cold as well. He keeps being sick. Just threw up on my face. It's still there. Is it my... You guys starting to feel a little bit better? I'm sure he will feel better soon. We've had, I think, so since Sunday, it's Friday today, Friday the 20th, I think. Friday the 20th of September today. James is 6 months old and his first cold. But like I said, he's had it since Sunday. In the middle of the night, he woke up and he was really sad. Yeah. And I think I was stood in the kitchen about 2 o'clock in the morning, head to toe, covered in baby vomit. And it was all over the floor, all around me. And well, I was shouting David, but trying not to shout, but you know, so I don't wake up Edward at the same time, like, please help me. I don't know where to start. Covered. We were covered. Anyway, let's stop talking about vomit, sorry.